Welcome to the Alliance Connection, a podcast by the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance. Each week, we bring you insights on business, economic development, and community growth in the Greater Fort Dodge region. Our focus is to drive progress, support local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in our area. All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in today on the Alliance Connection. I'm so excited to have our top sponsor for annual awards, GreenState Credit Union. Hey, Sarah and Cameron.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. So excited for annual dinner, which
Yes.
we might have a couple tickets left. If you have forgotten and you're just seeing this, just give us a call. We'll try to make room for everyone. But thank you for being a sponsor. Cannot wait to get into all of that. And Katie, before we do, what events do we have coming up?
Well, as you talked about, we have annual dinner. That's going to be February 26th. Doors open at 5. Ceremony starts at 6.
Nice.
We have Joey Coleman as our keynote speaker. He's going to be great. You're not going to want to miss it.
Yeah.
And then the following day, Joey has offered to do a Never Lose a Customer Again workshop with us. And I think as of right now, we still have a few spots open where you can get that book for free.
We're
Wow.
signed up.
We're registered. Yeah.
That's
Yes.
cool. I cannot wait for that.
Yeah.
Our whole team's going.
Whole team's going. And then after that, in March 31st, we have our Leading Ladies event with Julie Thorson from
I'll be
Friendship
there.
Haven.
Crucial
be there.
conversations.
You're coming
right?
to Leading Ladies?
Of course I'll be there.
Yes, great.
Yeah,
my gosh.
definitely.
Yeah. And she's going to talk to us about tough conversations and how to level up in leadership.
And she's amazing. I can't wait till we can
know.
hear from her on that.
She's so great.
Julie's great. She did our leadership Fort Dodge.
Yeah.
For the Growth Alliance. I think 2 years she was the speaker for graduation. So
Really?
yes,
Okay.
she gives a great speech. So a TED talk, if you will.
I love that. We have so many talented folks here in our region. It's really cool to witness.
We're very lucky.
Julie's great. Saw her yesterday at
Yeah?
Leadership Fort Dodge.
Yay!
Went to Friendship Haven yesterday. So
I love that. That's a great program. So, shameless plug. If
I
you
keep
haven't been
plugging
part
it.
of this,
Exactly.
make
Yes.
sure that you get on the list because it's a great time as always.
Yep.
Again, we could not do what we do, like put on the amazing Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance annual dinner without our sponsors. So thank you guys for stepping up to the plate to be our top tiered sponsor this year.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Super excited.
Very
Yes,
excited.
love that. And tell us all the things happening with your company lately.
You know, we're in a period of growth. So the last couple of years, I've been there almost 5 years now.
Okay.
So we went through a really rapid growth period.
Okay.
We were doing a lot of acquisitions. We were doing a lot of combining other financial institutions in Illinois, around the state of Iowa. We have branches in Omaha now. So it's a lot of rapid growth. And now we're at a point where we have an amazing CEO. He's very visionary, very down to earth. I love Vic. But he has said, we did a lot. Now we need to grow into what we have.
Yeah.
So that is his focus right now, is grow into the areas that we're in, build up where we're at already. And if something great comes up, then, it does. But at this point, we're Midwest based. We're always going to be Midwest based. And it's not, he doesn't want us to be in New York or California. Like this is the heart of where we're at. We were, born in Iowa. This is GreenState is Iowa through and through, and that's where we're going to stay. So we're just excited to see what comes next, and we're always looking for new innovative things that we're doing and growth opportunities, and just within GreenState. And so it's exciting. It's always exciting.
Yeah, I mean, at its roots, University of Iowa Credit Union. So, I mean, we are very much ingrained in the Midwest and Iowa. So.
And I think a lot of people, whenever they see GreenState credit union, they're like, wait a second, what's the difference between a traditional bank and a credit union? I think sometimes that's just something people don't understand.
I would love to tell you.
Yeah.
I would love to tell you. So,
I'll get myself in trouble if I talk about this one. So I'll let Sarah take the lead.
I don't ever want to knock the big banks, because there's a place for both credit unions and banks.
Absolutely.
They both have things that have positives about them, and so there's a place for everything. Now, the biggest difference between credit unions and banks is that banks are for profit, credit unions are not for profit.
Okay.
So now a lot of people have a misconception that means that we don't pay taxes. That's a complaint that I hear a lot about credit unions, is we don't pay taxes. we don't pay income tax in the same sense as like a business would,
Okay.
but we still pay different versions of it to state levels and different things like that. So we have our own variations that we contribute, but one of the benefits of not having that aspect of it and not being for profit is that our profits go back into the communities we serve. So everybody that has an account with GreenState, when you open an account with us, you put $5 in a savings account. That is your ownership within GreenState, because credit unions are cooperatives. And so our members are our owners. And so that's the biggest piece of it. And by being able to not be for profit, we turn around and we do things like supporting the annual dinner, do things in the community where we give back. We have a ton of volunteering opportunities in every community that we're in. We are able to offer, lower loan rates for people, higher deposit rates for CDs, money markets, and just the way we give back to the community is because we take those profits and turn them around and give back to where we're at.
I see. And so you were talking about a couple of your lines of business, like CDs and depository accounts.
Yep.
Do you guys want to just share for folks that maybe don't know all that you guys offer to the community?
Absolutely. Yeah. So GreenState's full service. We can do anything. So we have, you think of your standard, what we call retail banking. That's checking accounts, saving accounts, car loans, credit cards, all those kind of basic things you think of when you think of a bank or credit union. We do all of that. We do home equity loans. CAM's our mortgage lender. So we do mortgage. We have an in-house mortgage lender for Fort Dodge, which is awesome. We've got trust services. So GreenState's the trust administrator for various entities.
Which includes wealth management.
Yep.
Nice.
Insurance.
Yes.
I think that one, I just did a closing earlier today, and the realtor who was in the office, the borrower, the member, did end up going through GreenState Insurance. And he goes, I had no idea you guys even had insurance until him saying my client got it. And we're basically an insurance broker. So we have employees of GreenState who are licensed insurance agents, and we work with 20 different insurance agencies. So
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, so they can look at any area of insurance and then go out to those 20 different agencies we work with and kind of really tailor to get the best price for the member. So
awesome. 100%.
So a lot of member focused stuff. I'm of course a little biased with the mortgage side. So but that being said, the number one thing with that is we work very closely together in all aspects. So even though me and Sarah technically work in different departments, her being the branch manager, mainly focusing on the employees in the branch and retail, me being the mortgage side, the first thought is, well, they never work together, but obviously we're here today together, and we work very closely together. We share a wall. We pass notes back and forth in class.
Little knock.
Yes. Exactly. Morse code. Finish each other's sandwiches.
Oh my gosh. Sandwiches. I knew it.
Yes. So we work very, very closely together. And I think the number one thing at GreenState that I'm penning this as our motto, even though it's not, but I think at its heart, everybody does better when everybody does better. I love that saying, and it's so true with GreenState. We work very, very closely together through the different departments. I mean, here in Fort Dodge, we have mortgage, retail, the MAC we call. So they actually
telephone banking department. So they are. You call in and you can do, teller transactions, get balance information, account information, ask questions. And we have people that, when you call into a call center for a big company, you never know where you're routed sometimes. It could be anywhere in the country. When you call into our telephone banking department, they are all GreenState employees. They are all within Iowa or Illinois.
Really?
And some of them being right here in Fort Dodge.
How many employees do you guys have here locally?
I was trying, as we're talking, I'm trying to think, because
I have 10 in retail.
Okay.
I have myself and Natalie, who's the assistant branch manager.
Yeah.
I have 4 bankers, or our variation of a banker, 4 tellers. There's you. Yeah. We have a trust officer, wealth management advisor, 2 people that work in our member assistance center, our telephone banking.
The back.
So there's probably, I'm missing somebody, I'm sure, close to 15 of us locally.
Wow.
And then GreenState as a whole has close to 1,000. Yeah. So.
Really?
And then our insurance partner
Yep.
that we were talking about, she actually lives in Webster City, but I mean, any given day, she's working out of an office in our branch as well. So.
Yep, and that's a lot of those ones that are more remote positions, wealth management, insurance, commercial lending, small business lending. They are always available to us, even if they're not locally in Fort Dodge with us. They're a quick phone call away, a quick, a text message away, and they're amazing. So
we share a lot.
Yeah,
We've
we do.
even got my side as well, mortgage servicer, who's not in the mortgage lending team, but a different aspect of it. She lives here in town, but doesn't necessarily work in the branch.
Mm-hmm.
So at any given point, she'll need something, she'll need help with something, she'll come in and we'll just all kind of rally around and help each other out. So
It breaks
team
my heart
effort.
sometimes when I hear that, because we're a larger credit union, that we're not local. And just because our home office is not down the street doesn't mean we're not local. Every employee I have is local.
And lives here and is a neighbor.
And is a neighbor. And we're in the communities. We live in the communities. We support the communities. We're doing everything here. And it's I love that about the team that we have. And it's, that's one big thing.
And everybody
we're
kind of
just so
has their little niches that they like to also give back to the community in different ways, from smaller local church type organizations or school type organizations, but also up to, Sarah serving on Main Street and me and Natalie both being ambassadors and me serving on the Growth Alliance leadership committee, and kind of all throughout the spectrum of different things, but even in the summer when Browns does their fit night, we always sponsor a night for fit night where we all go out and hand out water and different things. So we all have different areas and levels, but at its core and its essence, we serve the members of GreenState, and essentially they're our boss. We all have, everybody has bosses, but the hierarchy even of the CEO of Vic, we all answer to the members of GreenState. So we all like to give back and give back to the members in the community. So
absolutely
awesome.
Couldn't have said it better.
Yep.
Yeah.
I studied.
Well, you guys are definitely very visible, very involved. I know not only with the Growth Alliance, but also just different entities throughout, like as you said, throughout the community, and that's really neat to see.
That is one thing that is encouraged with GreenState. They want us out in the community, and they
actually encourage you to log your volunteer hours, so they can tell, and they give out, and I expect it'll be coming home to Fort Dodge here soon and going in Cameron's office, but they give out basically a Volunteer of the Year award for GreenState. So,
nice.
Man,
and as
you've been campaigning for a Volunteer of the Year
yes,
award for a while.
I need a second. I haven't gotten one in a few years. So, I hope that's going to be sitting in my office, but just to show how much they encourage it. I mean, to have a company of 1,000 employees, give or take, give out to encourage it so much, they give you an award to strive for, to get out in the community and volunteers is huge, and it shows exactly what they think as a company. So
that's awesome. Hey guys, thanks so much for listening to the Alliance Connection podcast. Stick around as we hear a quick word from our sponsor.
This podcast is produced by Spin Market and Digital. Located in Fort Dodge, Iowa, Spin Market's highly skilled team can help you increase your market by updating your website, improving SEO, designing advertisements, and producing podcasts that will grab the attention of your market. Contact Spin Market today for all your digital marketing needs at digitalagent@spinmarket.com or call us at 515-302-8026. And to learn more, visit our website at www.spinmarket.com. That's digitalagent@spinmarket.com or 515-302-8026. Or visit our website at www.spinmarket.com.
So what's your favorite Growth Alliance event?
I love the golf outing.
Yeah.
And the annual dinner is right up there, but golf outing is always my favorite. I am not a golfer. You do not want me anywhere near a club. I promise you.
Right? That's so much fun.
Yeah. For a lot of people it is. For me, I want to sit there and watch other people do it. So
Yes.
I love talking to everybody. I love seeing everybody come through.
Yeah.
And I do not want to be swinging a club, but I want to be there hanging out there and chit-chatting and visiting. And, we've been on a whole 18, I think, for at least 5 years now since I came to GreenState. That is our home. That is where we want to be.
Yes.
And I love that event. Absolute favorite of the whole year. So.
It's the largest golf outing in Northwest Iowa.
Is it really? That's amazing. That's amazing. So
hopefully we can, and I'm telling you, people that have been on those holes forever, like it's coveted.
Oh,
yeah.
We
Coming
have
as the
a
new
whole,
CEO, one of the first things,
spreadsheet of this person's on this,
Yes.
this one's on this, not this one, not,
Yes.
and we try to
100%.
space everything out
make
as
sure it's as best we can. Yeah.
I've always realized the amount of work that goes into it because I have my requests that I try to get. I know. There'll be, inevitably we'll get the list of who's got, and there's always a little bit of, maybe I should call and see, do I want to golf with someone else? Do I want
Cameron is
these people?
always last minute.
I am very particular. I'm a particular guy, but
I handle that now for him. So
yeah.
Oh, okay.
for GreenState. So we got it.
Yes.
Yep, we got it.
But there's I want to answer that question.
So
but
what's your favorite?
I can't.
You can't?
I want to answer it, but I can't. I mean, there's just too many. I mean, to be, and it's a very cliche way to say, the typical answers. What's your biggest weakness? I care too much. I love everything, but really, it is that way. I mean, the golf outing and the annual dinner are tops, but even the smaller things, the coffee and connect is one of my favorite things ever because I love it. I always say a little tidbit about myself here. I cannot wait to retire, but only for one reason. To have a coffee group of old guys that get together and gossip about the community.
Yeah.
It is the thing I look forward to most.
You can do that?
Nope. You got to be older. You got to be older. You got to all get together every day. You get together and you're like, these kids these days, they just don't realize it. And I can't wait to do that. So a good coffee group is one of my favorite things. So the coffee and connect, getting people together, just having coffee and talking and conversing is very much a favorite of mine. But I think if anything, and of course being an ambassador, I love ribbon cuttings and welcoming a new business or industry to the community or expanding or celebrating. All those things are part of being an ambassador. But I think I do have a soft spot in my heart for leadership Fortage. So that I graduated myself from the program when I was.
What year did you graduate?
I always try to remember, but I think 2014 is when. So better part of 10 years and over 10 years. And as a 34-year-old guy, that I was a young pup when I went through that. And so I've always had, and I've been on the committee now for close to 10 as well. So I've always had a soft spot in my heart for leadership, and I think it's one of the best programs that our area, I won't even say community, because we have people from all over the area that get involved with it. We constantly talk who we're going to send next because we think it's such a vital program that can really build somebody that, Sarah's already kind of, couple different people at the branch. She's like, I think they're ready to take this next step and start meeting more people and learning more about our community. And it's a good way for people to do that. So I think it would be tough for me to say one. So it's more like 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E. So my 1A, though, I would say is leadership. So, yes.
That's fair. And thank you for being so involved in all of the things Growth Alliance. And I think one thing that we share with GreenState Credit Union and us is, we care about our members. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say green.
We do share that as well.
I thought you were going to say primary colors being
color.
green.
I mean, so Katie with our marketing brand, she would.
We're the only ones actually wearing it today. I expected you guys to also have
it's Friday,
yes. Green has become my favorite color. I mean, I went straight up watch. Green is orange has always been my favorite color, but I go green now because so I thought you were going to say one thing we share with GreenState is we all look good in green.
So we all love the green, but also we have love for our members and our community, that really
that's a close second to green being our
right. But we definitely just want to say thank you so much for sponsoring at that level at our annual dinner. So excited for you guys to have that place. And again, could not do what we do without our members like you guys that step up. So thank you.
I'm also going to then piggyback off that and just say thank you guys for putting on such a great event. Look forward to it every year. Not to throw my wife Melissa under the bus, but she doesn't much like to go out and do the same things that I do.
Yeah.
And even she looks forward to the Growth Alliance dinner every year.
That's
So
good. That's
I don't think you realize how big of a stamp of approval that is for Melissa to want to go to it, to the point that she's putting it in our calendar and booking the babysitter 3 months in advance.
Well, she's amazing.
You know it's a good event when she's doing that. So I would like to thank you guys for putting on such a great event, and not to say anything about past years, but I am very, very excited for this year.
We are.
Joey Coleman is great, and the talk he gives, and then the workshop the next day, like you said, we've got 3 of us from GreenState signed up, and I know a lot of businesses have multiple people. So kudos to getting a great speaker and always putting on a great event as well. So very, very excited. We can't wait.
Well, thank you. We couldn't do it without our whole team at the Growth Alliance. It's all hands on deck there. And we're excited. We've got some exciting announcements at the annual dinner that we will be sharing. So that's exciting.
You can't say stuff like that.
Cliffhangers.
Because now I'm going to be.
You have to go. I'm going to
be
your ticket.
Well, no, because I'm going to be in your office every day asking what those things are.
Cameron.
Yes. Cameron's text me every day asking what these announcements are.
I know. I love it.
It's going to drive me crazy now. So here we go.
Anything that you guys want to share with our listeners from GreenState Credit Union?
I would say if you aren't familiar with us already, come in and just have a conversation with us. That's the biggest thing. I mean, we're always there. We're happy to talk to anybody. I love getting to know people. I am not a Fort Dodge native. So Leadership Fort Dodge was instrumental in helping me understand just the community as I was new into the area. And so I'm still getting to know everybody. So if you, call me up, give me your information. Let's have a cup of coffee. I want to learn more about everybody, about Fort Dodge. But just come in and talk to us. So it's, GreenState is so welcoming. I have an amazing team in the branch. Everybody is so compassionate and loves what they do. And we want to help people. That is the true root of what we do. It's in our values, and our values come, the CEO to somebody on their first day, everyone knows those values top to bottom. And so it's such a good group, and we so want to give back and help people as much as we can. It's
so crazy Sarah says that, because I said that, and I suppose I should speak correctly. So funny she says that. But when my very first day, I think, we do an orientation where it really is wild, because you're doing this online orientation, and you've got people from all over the state, every which branch, from every different position, from teller to mortgage lender to anybody, all on this call, and you're learning about GreenState on your very first day together with all these people. But you learned the culture and what it's truly about. And I walked out of that, the first half of the orientation, and I think Sarah was in Natalie's office, and I went to them and I was like, I'm going to be here forever. I mean, for your very first day to get that recognition, just like when you make a change, you make a life change for a career or anything, which is what I did when I got into mortgage lending at GreenState. To have that validation so quickly is truly special. To just instantly first day be like, this place is amazing, I'm going to be here forever. So, and it truly is like that. From the ground up. So everything Sarah said, I totally will second that, as they say, because that's how we operate. There's some lenders in GreenState who have told me, like, oh, you can't take walk-ins, man. You gotta set appointments. You can't just let somebody come in. It's going to ruin your day. And I'm like, I don't think you understand what it's like in Fort Dodge. I mean, people want to sit down and talk and face to face and have a conversation, and that's what we want too. That's how we operate. I mean, I was voted most talkative in high school, so shocker. I know. Weird. I know. I really blossomed out of that, But yes, so we really do just want people to come in and have a conversation, and I tell everybody, somebody will call and be like, "How do I get started with a mortgage?" And I'm like, just come in and have a conversation and we'll talk. So, and Sarah would say the same thing for
100%.
for anything. So
And you guys will put them on the right track.
We will.
exactly.
Yep.
And I think like in a world where everything is very digital and not personalized,
Yes.
that stands out. And I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like leaves a good impression
Yeah.
and really
It
just
does.
speaks to the culture that we have going on.
Yeah, well, and it's just adaptability too. I mean, I have an online application for mortgages that I can send to somebody if they want to sit down and fill out. But I tell everybody, I'm like, but if that's not for you, we can sit on the phone and I can fill it out, or you can come in and we can sit down and we can do it together. So whatever's best for our members is how we're going to pivot, and that's how we're going to operate. So it can be anywhere from the most digital, AI, whatever you want to say, to physically coming in, doing a handwritten application and anything in between.
And that's true across the board. I mean, we meet members where they're at.
Yep.
So what are they comfortable with? I'm happy to teach them all the tools we have
Yeah.
and everything, but it's truly about where they're comfortable and what we can do to help them the best way possible, what value we can bring to their relationship with us, and what things we can do to help them succeed. And for anybody who's not comfortable with those aspects of it, you know, one of GreenState's biggest initiatives is financial literacy, because when people are financially healthy, it makes every other aspect of their life stronger. You know, and so we have a ton of financial literacy tools that we have at our fingertips that we can offer people. We can come in. I've gone into school groups and businesses and just gone over, you know, the very basics, like what is a credit score? Why do you need it? How do you build that up? To, you know, more in-depth stuff. I've done credit counseling for people that have had some hiccups in their life. So looking at all of that. And so that's, you know, people joke, you know, we listen and we don't judge. Like it's legitimate for us. Like we have seen everything, every walk of life, every situation. And so we're just here to help. There's no judgment. There's no, we look at something and we're just like, this is how we're going to get you on a better track. Like, this is what we want to do for you.
Cool.
And plenty of times it's not even helping you to help me. I mean, I had a conversation just recently where we were talking, and at the end of the day, we weren't going to be able to do a mortgage for her, but I called somebody I know in town to see if they could rent to her. And that no financial impact to me whatsoever, but does not help GreenState necessarily, nothing like that. But she was talking about how she was about to be kicked out of her place next month and had nowhere to live. So just trying to find a place for her to live was all I cared about at that moment. And not to make it seem like I would hope that Cameron as a person would want to do that. But when you have a good foundation like GreenState that makes you feel you can do something like that and supports you and puts that backing of just doing the right thing, it's a lot easier to be like, let's just see if we can get this person taken care of, even though it has no direct impact to GreenState whatsoever.
It is our culture through and through within GreenState. So
Talk about meeting people where they're at. I did a closing in Iowa Falls last week just because the person couldn't come here the best. The realtor didn't want to make the trip. And so once again, just practicing what you preach. And that's what GreenState instills in us as employees, is going to the members and doing what's best for them. So boy, we had a real good sales pitch there.
I know. Your marketing gal is going to love that.
I didn't want this. Wasn't supposed to be too pitchy. Yes, we weren't trying to be too pitchy, but we truly believe it, and
it is,
and so it's
passion for it.
It's not. It's not a sales pitch. It comes off that way, but truly, it's just us talking about how we feel.
It is.
So.
Yeah. Yep. 100%.
Well, I thank you guys for coming on the podcast with us today. And again, thank you for being that top tier sponsor at the annual awards dinner and just all you do for our community. It's really cool to sit and it's refreshing to learn more.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting us. This was great.
And we've got to shout out our floral sponsor, Becker Florists. It might be past Valentine's Day, but you can always get a bouquet.
Yes.
I mean,
Thank you.
Especially
Love
when
you.
mess up. Sorry.
No.
Yeah. That's usually when I'm buying them. So.
I think flowers are for any occasion.
Yes,
right?
totally.
Yes.
I was wondering why it smelled so good in here.
It's
the
Becker
florist.
Florist.
That's why.
Every
That's
time.
why.
Yes, every time.
Never
So
disappoint.
make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and we'll have all of our links in the comments. And we'll see you next time.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Every connection strengthens our community, and every conversation sparks new opportunities. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Alliance Connection.
Follow the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance online and on social media. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode.
I'm Astra.
I'm Katie,
And we'll see you next time.